Hello, everybody. Is bad mental health manageable? I want to come out the gate and just say yes, it is. And I just want to talk about my personal experience with it. So back in 2019, I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and then I would be in and out of mental hospitals for quite a few years after that. Later, I got diagnosed with schizophrenia as well. And those things were really hard to accept that I was experiencing because, it just kind of switched overnight. One day I was just a young guy who partied with his friends, smoked weed, drank, and things seemed fine for the most part until my brain was like, no, I don't like these chemicals anymore. I don't want you to partake in that anymore. And it was tough to accept because I had to change my lifestyle. I had to change the people I hung out with. I completely, it was like basically like having a child and just completely having to switch my life around for this thing. Um, I got put onto a couple of different medications. I take Invega Sustenna for the antipsychotic for schizophrenia, and I took lithium. But I stopped taking lithium because it started affecting my physical health. I had diarrhea like pretty much like every day that I had started taking lithium. It eventually caused me to get a hemorrhoid, and I have to get a colonoscopy now because I've just done so much damage to my butthole, and it was terrible. But as far as the medication goes for stabilizing yourself, I would recommend trying it until something feels wrong. If something feels physically wrong, stop taking it and try to find natural supplements. That's what I ended up doing. I drank hop waters that had ashwagandha and L-theanine in them. I take magnesium at night, and those supplements have really gone a long way as far as naturally helping me without like irritating my body at all. So those have really gone a long way. Um, Little things that you can do though that doesn't like cost money is probably journaling. Journaling I found to be one of the biggest helps for me to find a way to vocalize what I was feeling and finding ways to resolve conflict that I have internally. Like, um, sometimes it's hard to accept things for what they are, but you kind of just have to really be honest with yourself about what you're dealing with. I mean, I know something recently I dealt with was, just having a love interest that didn't feel the same towards me. And older me probably would have crashed out and been like super depressed, but the the where I'm at in my point in life, I'm now to a point where I'm like, oh, things happen and people have their own reasons, and you can't really change people to accommodate who you are at that moment. You can only try to search and surround yourselves around the people that are good for you. And that's all you can really ask for. I mean, yeah, one thing I would recommend if you're going through a bad like disorder um or like just bad mental health is you gotta separate yourself from the people that antagonize it, and you gotta just lean in towards the people that are credible, people that are constant in your life, or some medical credentials. Obviously not everyone's going to be perfect, but you probably want to surround yourself around those kind of people that just have a little bit more credibility in your life. If you feel like there's people that just kind of steer you off a clear mind, then you probably should avoid those people. I know it was tough for me because it seemed great at first because you're having a good time and this and that, but sometimes those things are deceiving, and you just kind of have to listen to yourself more, or journal and then analyze what things are going good and what are going wrong. But yeah, bad mental health is manageable. I could probably go deeper into my experiences with being in a mental hospital and those kinds of things. But for now, I mean, do what you can to keep you upbeat. Find something you really like to do. Me personally, it's making music. Um, I like to go to the gym. I feel better afterwards. I hate like trying to get ready to go to the gym. Like that's my least favorite part, but afterwards I always feel good. Um, yeah, just do anything you can to, just really stabilize your mind. Eat good food. Try to just protect your peace. Really, that's all you can do when you're having bad mental health. Like at the end of the day, it's all about protecting your peace. That's what I would recommend to do. But yeah, there is if you have bad mental health, you can recover from it. You can manage it. Um, and you're not alone as far as experiencing that. So yeah, just keep your head up and roll with the punches, I guess.